one time was really funny. It actually happened twice when we were developing the film, and it was rough seas. So our developer, the chemicals inside mix, and it damaged. It didn't destroy, but it damaged the film. And all the one time the photographs all came out pink, and the other time they all came out green, like a putrid green. But we still sold a whole lot of them. We just told everybody we're trying to be artistic. So they bought them. When you're pushing people through, and it's like almost like a first-person shooter. The good old ones you used to get Doom or one of those ones where you're just looking through your lens and you're just shooting oaks, and then you stop, reload, put it out there, and as your film is winding back again, bro, I think the first night in Sharm el Sheikh, I lost about, I don't know, 500 euros just by being ripped off. Since I got ripped off so badly, eh?
Andrew, my old buddy, old pal, how long were you working in the cruise ship industry, and from to what year?
Well, I just did 2 years. It was 2007, 2008. I did 3 contracts on board.
And out of those 3 contracts, was your favourite the one where you worked with myself?
None of them were my favourite.
They all sucked. Oh, that's fair enough.
And the last one was all right.
For the audience's benefit, what was your job on board the ships that you worked?
I was a photographer.
You was a photographer of the
best photographer on the 7 seas.
The high claim. But so, Andrew, you were a photographer, the best, as you say, on the high seas, on the 7 seas. That's something that, up to this point, no one else has claimed. So far, I guess you're winning. You can have that title. Everyone else sucks at taking pictures. Only you were good at it. But you were doing it between the years when it was out with the old, in with the new. That whole turnover period with the technology in the department.
2007, first ship was using analog film.
Yeah.
That was fun. Jeez. You had 36 shots. You're taking, 1,000 photographs on Captain's Evening. You were just chucking out spools. It was insane.
You were printing everything out as well.
The one time was really funny. It actually happened twice when we were developing the film, and it was rough seas. So our developer, the chemicals inside mix, and it damaged, or just it didn't destroy, but it damaged the film. And all the one time the photographs all came out pink, and the other time they all came out green, a putrid green. But we still sold a whole lot of them. We just told everybody we're trying to be artistic. So they bought them.
Well, it's
passengers. I miss them sometimes.
So, what was the promotion? This is the limited edition Halloween putrid green.
What's wrong with this photograph? You got nothing, man. And you just be quiet. It's supposed to be like that. Are you stupid?
Well, if everyone's is like that, then they're not missing out, are they?
Oh, they bought them. They seem to like them.
That's weird.
When I started, I couldn't get my framing right. And I didn't understand that when they printed out an 8x10, it took 2 inches off the top of your frame. So I took about 200 or 300 photographs with everybody's head cut here. So instead of having a nice frame, it was just half their head gone.
I'll have to try and find a picture of us against one of the many backdrops where we've got pictures together. And I'll insert it, I don't know, up in this corner for a little bit. Good times, Andrew. Good times.
You get the one with me with the orange jacket on. You remember that one?
The orange jacket with your ears sticking out.
Orange hoodie with my ears.
I've got too many pictures to choose from.
Remember, I got kicked off our ship, the Destiny.
Yes. Let's get back to that. So you did. We'll do a linear timeline of your career.
So we on the Destiny. So it was the Spirit first. Then I came to you in the Destiny. The Destiny was half and half. So we were still using analog, and we were using digital. That's why I bought my first camera. It was the EOS 30D, the Canon. And then when I moved to the Celebration, that was full digital, which was much better, much easier.
But you literally had 3 contracts where you had one without, one with both, and one with the other thing. So you had one of each. Yeah. But what was the best? Obviously, the easiest was the full digital. The confusion was the one in the middle where you had both.
The best was definitely using film. Film, you just get such a rush when you're shooting. When you're pushing people through. It's like almost like a first-person shooter. The good old ones you used to get Doom or one of those ones where you're just looking through your lens and you're just shooting oaks, and then you stop, reload, put it out there, and as your film is winding back again, you're talking to everybody, making sure that you don't get people leave you and everything else, and you're back into it, and you're shooting again. Now, so film was a lot of fun. Digital was just like next, but the digital gave you it made you feel alive. It was good. It was
Yeah.
fun. I'm glad I experienced it, to be honest.
Well, did you know that it was short-lived when you were doing it? Did you feel like that you had to embrace it more?
But in 2007, you could see digital was on the way out. It's digital analog was on the way out, but film is special. Shooting with film is because with a digital camera, you can, even with your cell phone nowadays, you can take a photograph and then you look at it and I don't like this one. When you're shooting with film, there's actually a bit of skill to it. You don't know how the photograph's going to come out until it's been developed. And you're sitting there waiting for your photographs to come out to see how good they are, if they would sell or whatever. It was quite a thing. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed shooting with film. My first film camera I bought was the EOS 3, and that thing was a machine. It got stolen the other day. I was very sad about that, but it was a machine. It was proper, fast.
So it's quite a romantic time in your mind's eye that you got to experience the last of the film cameras.
That's my claim to fame. I'll take it. Thank you.
Well, you've had a short but vast experience in terms of the history of photography.
I was there. One day I'll tell my grandchildren. I was there in my day.
It's nice to sort of have that kind of experience where you got to see the changing of the guard, or where times evolved to the point where you saw the bridged gap of technology, where you went from one to another, but you had to cope with the transition at the same time, all while working 7 days a week and trying to find the time to get drunk all the time. That wasn't too hard. But so you did 3 contracts, all with Thompsons. Said Spirit, Destiny, Celebration. Out of those 3 ships, are they all, well, I know the Destiny's no longer with us. Are the other 2 still about?
No.
They're finished as well?
No, they're all gone.
All gone. But the company still remains.
The company remains. But those ships were special. They were lovely. The Spirit and the Celebration, they were sister ships. So they were very similar. They had a lovely walk-around deck. So I think it was deck 5, I think was your walk-around deck. And it was gorgeous. They don't make them like that anymore. Now you've got these big square ships, and it's just like cramming people in there. It's a sardine factory, and it's just, well, that's what people want. But I don't think people that cruise nowadays get the real experience of cruising. This personalized experience of knowing who your waiter is and knowing your photographer, knowing all the entertainers. Meanwhile, because there's only 700, 800 people on board. I think there was about 1,400 on the Destiny.
Something like that.
I think it was 800-900 on the Spirit. So it was small, and it wasn't as small as some of the small ships, but it was intimate. It was nice. You got to have fun with your passengers. You'd identify the cool ones, who the dumb ones were. Some people give you gifts and stuff. So it was fun. No, it was good. After the ships, I came back here. So then when COVID hit, lovely COVID, I went and I started studying, and I got a postgraduate diploma in project management. I'm doing my master's now through varsity. So I've turned a lot more successful than I was as a crappy photographer on a cruise ship. But it was a good experience.
Hold on, I thought you said you were the best photographer on the high seas, on the 7 seas.
I was probably one of the biggest liars in the 7 seas as well. But also the reason I came onto the ships in the first place, I had a serious car accident in 2005, and I ended up in ICU for 3 or 4 days in a coma. Then someone got this, and I was working, I had a proper job and everything. And then someone got me this opportunity. I was like, no, I've just got to get out of the country. And so pretty much it was like that, because I'd almost, like, it had come through like a really near-death experience. And then being on the cruise ship and being in overseas where I'd never been before, it was a very cool experience. My first country I ever landed in was Egypt, of all places. So I had to get from from Cairo to Sharm el-Sheikh on my own steam. Yo, bro, I think the first night in Sharm el-Sheikh, I lost about, I don't know, 500 euros just by being ripped off. Since I got ripped off so badly, eh? That's why the Egyptians and I don't see eye to eye. I paid something stupid like 60 or 80 pounds for a shuttle ride from the airport to the hotel. I think I paid 19 euros for the hotel or something. It was just insane. The guy smashed me. Much you live and learn, eh?
Whoa.